Hi, I'm in the process of installing this camera. Let me just shut the door because it's a lawn mowing day today here around. And I'll close the roof as well. So I'm in the process of installing this Vue 750S 2-channel camera. 2-channel for a reason. It's always great to have a footage from the front and rear of the vehicle. So I just how you actually install it on Tesla Model S is here in the middle you have this speaker assembly between the dome lights in front. So all you need to do is basically just put your finger here behind the edge, your nails, and just pull it down. It's got these simple clips here, standard automotive clips, so it just opens nicely, and there is like a hinge at the back there. Drops down, and you may not be able to see it here properly, but you will see a taped wire just in the middle, taped wire that has a gray, green in the middle, green, red, and black on the left. So the connection is here. You need to tap into gray on the right, which is 14 volts, and earth, the ground, the black on the left. Ignore the middle wire, and you will get 14 volts constant power to power your Vue or any other dashcam camera here. So just that tape will come off. That's just secured in the middle so it doesn't touch anything else. So this is your connection for the camera, and it has a 4-pin, but you will only be using 2 pins. Now I also bought a kit. Let me just grab this connector here. I have also bought a kit, aftermarket power liftgate and retrofit from a website that I'll be posting below this video. And that kit came with extra connector, which is exactly the one I'm gonna be using for this Vue dash camera. So thanks guys. They somehow sent 2 connectors. This is a connector for the trigger of the Liftgate opener, and this was an extra one, so I just modified it. What I've done, there was also a 4-wire thing. I just disconnected those that I don't need, and basically this red one becomes positive plus, connecting to the gray up in here, and the orange one will become earth or ground, negative. So very handy. This fits straight onto the plug here in the middle. That it comes standard, I believe, on all Model S. Thanks Tesla for thinking about this connector here for dashcam and other appliances. Now what I've done here, I'm using a simple thick zip tie or cable tie to push through this opening here. So from here I just made a pointy tip here so it slides in easier, and I just push it in here. You may have to open, actually it's better if you open this cover here where the mirror is. It just also uses the same clips as this panel here, so it just drops down. This little bit may fall down as well on you, so be careful not to hit the screen with it when it falls down. So when you pull it down with one hand, with the other hand just keep it, hold it, because it may damage your screen in the middle. So that sits there. So open it up, and I'm gonna be running 2 wires. So this is the power connector for the camera, and another wire which I'm attaching here to the cable tie. I'll show you. Tricky, isn't it, holding it all in 2 hands. So I'm gonna be attaching this straight connector that goes to the back of the car, to the rear camera, here to the cable tie with the sticky tape. And then I'm going to, well, firstly I'll push this zip tie across there so it will be sticking out here. I'll attach this straight connector which goes to the back of the car, and then hopefully we'll pull it through. It's quite tight here, so I hope it will get through. And on the other end you will have this 90-degree connector which goes to the camera here in front. So from here, from the front, 90-degree elbow, going all the way to the back of the car. Why this is 90 degrees is just to make it a bit nice and neater, because on the rear camera this connector will look good just coming across the rear windshield and straight into the camera. So make sure you plug this 90-degree connector into the front of the camera. So the cable is attached, and now by slightly actually pulling this this whole zip tie down, you have to drop this Alcantara whatever lining a bit down to allow a gap to fit this through. So this was a bit of pain here, guys. When I pulled this off, this cover above the rear view mirror, those metal clips stayed inside the housing, and it shouldn't happen, but 3 of them came out, stayed in the housing, 1 stayed on the plastic, so I had to play around and push them back in. So now I can still move these wires in and out if I have to. I had also a bit of a problem here. This is a clip for electronic tag for tolls, so I had a problem with this line in here, but it just came clear off this hook when I was pushing the wires through. Okay, next, the camera is coming onto the windshield. Make sure you degrease the window section here before you stick it on, because yeah, you have to degrease it so you have a nice strong bond between the windshield and the double-sided sticky tape of the camera here. So you can use methylated spirit for that to degrease the window here before you push it on. Okay, now so we have the bracket of the camera on the screen, and before you put in your camera, there is a password and some model numbers on it. So I suggest take a note of especially the password. You will have to change it initially anyway, so even though you can see those details, I just wrote them down because it's easier, and I'm gonna change the password anyway once it's all logged in. So make those notes from here, because once you slide the camera in, you won't be able to see it. This is hidden behind the bracket there once it's sitting in. So those details you will need to log in and connect to Wi-Fi and so on. So the camera is in the bracket, nicely connected, wires tucked away, running in that little gap between this cover and the windshield. This is electronic tag, so I won't even see those wires because the tag is covering them. And now all I need to do is connect this connector to these plus and minus for the power, and then I'll be running the wire for the back camera, and I'll show you how. And there's many ways to connect those wires. I haven't got any heat shrink tubes, so I'm gonna use these connectors. 2 males, 2 females, they'll nicely push in together, insulated with those rubber sleeves, silicone sleeves. So now this is all crimped together, and I'm going to actually wrap it around in fabric tape just to avoid any friction or possible cuts anywhere, and that will be almost done. This camera talks as well, so I'm just going to plug it in here, all insulated. No, not talking. Okay, little side is recording.
You're safe driving. Starting normal recording.
Because this car has a panoramic roof, I'm going to run the cable here in this groove, and thanks Erik from YouTube channel. I'll add a link to your channel below this video, so he gave me a good tip, because some people run the wire along the A, B and C pillar, but there are airbags. I don't want to touch that because it's a all factory done up. So I'm going to actually run it through this channel here above and to the back. Now I couldn't push this zip tie from here over there, so I pushed it the other way, and now it's easy actually to push it from this direction. So the wire is fed through there, and now I'm just gonna close this all back in, and the front is done. And this is the first part of the job. I won't have time for more because I'm going to do the tailgate, electric power liftgate, at the same time as this camera at the back. So that will be the part 2 of this video. And just a final look from the outside. So it's just below the front facing camera there, nice and black, so it's not that obvious that it's sitting there. And I'm going to turn off that little blue Wi-Fi connection light, so it's not so obvious that it's on and running.